Good morning, and it is another week at Cambridge, which means welcome to another vlog. It is now week 6. Just think about that. Think about how by the end of this week, I'll be 3/4 of the way through this Lent term. Can't believe it. It is crazy how fast time is going. But in the meantime, it's Thursday, so I've got 2 lectures on. I've got a lecture for criminal law and a lecture for tort law. That is at the Sidwick site. So that's those lectures over. The criminal law lecture continued on looking at participation in crime, and the tort lecture finished off on vicarious liability and non-delegable duty, and then started to look at defences, which was quite interesting. I'm going to head back to college now and get on with some work. As you just saw there, I did some work outside. Despite being February, and despite being one of the winter months, it was blue sky and there was sunshine. So I just thought, why not? I would go outside and do a bit of work there. I then had to go into the buttery. Partially, or well, mainly I should say, I needed to charge up my laptop because it was about to die. So yeah, I did some more work in the buttery, just consolidating some notes, and then I went and had dinner with some of my friends, which was nice. And then I'm going to head to the library this time, and then get on with some more note-taking, consolidating work, things like that. I was able to get most of the notes consolidated that I wanted to get done, particularly for criminal law, which is what I decided to focus on. But we also had birthday cake. So it was my friend's birthday yesterday, and so we had cake for her. We sang happy birthday for her, which was nice. As you can see, I am back in my room now, and I will probably be going to bed soon as it is getting late. And so yeah, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. It is now Friday, so that means 2 things. First of all, it means of course that the weekend is near, but secondly, it means that I've got a 9 o'clock lecture, so I'm heading over to the Sidwick site now for my 2 lectures, one for constitutional law and then one for civil law. So I've had my lectures. The civil law lecture finished off on contract and started to look at the Roman law of delict, and the constitutional continued on with human rights, which was quite interesting. And I'm just working in the buttery at the moment, just doing a couple of things. But there's one other thing that we need to do because it is Friday. So of course, here we are again with the laundry segment. Like I said in the last vlog, the best part of the vlog. I have my clothes here. I topped up my laundry cart that we now use. I did that last week, so there should be enough money on it, hopefully. So what I'll do is I'll put it on, go away 40 minutes. So in the meantime, I'll probably head back to the buttery and get on with some more work, and then come back and hang up the clothes. So whilst I was in the buttery, I decided to consolidate some notes that needed consolidating, as well as starting to make some notes on a particular topic for the law of tort. I then went with my friends to the hall to have dinner. Being Friday, it was fish and chips, which I always look forward to. I then returned to the buttery and got with some more note taking, then going to the library to continue that note taken. I've almost finished it, so before I go to bed tonight, I am going to finish that note take. One other thing happened, so there was a shadow skiing going on, so some of the students were showing, you know, the year below who had got offers for Homerton around, and I think one of you may be watching this vlog now. This person came over and recognised me, from the channel. So thank you for that. If you are watching, thank you for recognising me. So yeah, I just thought I would mention that. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, it is the weekend once more. So that means, of course, there's no supervisions or lectures for me at least. However, there is work still to get on with, as always. So note taking to do, consultant notes, things like that. So that's what I'll probably be doing now. I'll be heading over to the library to get on with that work. So I've just been making notes on Roman law, and I thought I would take a break now for lunch. So I'm going to head over to the buttery and see what there is there, have that, and then head back to the library to get on with some more work. It is blue sky once more. Despite it being February, I know I've said this before, but despite it being February, there's blue sky again. One of the things I've just done is I've just been shopping to get a few things in. So for example, I was running low on bread buns, so I've just bought some more of those, and now I'll probably head back to my room, just relax for a little bit, maybe read the book that I still need to finish, so I'll probably do that, and then I'll have dinner at some point and be getting on with some more work. What I quite often do before I do some note taking is I like to highlight over the relevant bits of information that I need to take from the textbooks when I do my note taking. So that's what I've been doing this evening in the library, both for criminal law and for tort law. It is getting late now and I am quite tired. It's been a long day, but it's been quite a nice day in terms of the weather, and I've managed to get, and I've been quite productive today as well, which I'm pleased with. Sunday tomorrow, which means it's brunch again, which I can't wait. And then I'll be getting on with some more work. So yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. So firstly, brunch was delicious as always. I'm just in the library at the moment getting on with some tort law work. I'll just take a quick break to get something to drink, and then probably obviously, like I said, head back to the library and get on with some more work. As you can see, I've just been looking at my diary. It's populated full of events, well, the times of my lectures and my supervisions and things like that. Just looking at just to remind myself what I've got and what's coming up. A lot of exciting things are coming up in the next few weeks. Anyway, it is getting late, so I'll probably be going to bed now. Good morning, and it is now Monday. So I've got two lectures on. I've got a lecture for constitutional law and a lecture for tort law. So what I'm probably going to do is go to the buttery and get something for breakfast, then head over to the Sidrick site for my two lectures, and then obviously come back to college and get on with some work that I need to get on with, especially obviously preparing for the supervisions that I've got this week. So that's those two lectures over. The tort law lecture continued looking at the defences available. The constitutional lecture continued looking at human rights, which I'm continuing to find ever more interesting. Definitely considering doing that probably in second year if that option is available. And yeah, so two good lectures. I'll head probably back to college now to obviously read up and prepare for the supervisions that I've got this week. So initially I did go to the buttery to do a bit of work. That was mainly just because I needed to charge up my laptop and my headphone before I went outside, which is what I then did. I ended up sitting with a couple of my friends and doing some work, which was good. It was a nice afternoon, so I thought, why not? And then as it was getting cooler, I decided to retreat into the library. So I took my stuff to the library, and then I went to yoga. Now I'll admit I haven't been to yoga for a while, but I went this time and it was good. It was nice to do it again. Now I'm just having something to eat. I've just boiled some eggs and just got a nice sandwich, and then obviously I'll probably head to the library, and I need to. One of the things I need to do is look over the work for the supervisions, and also make some further notes for for criminal law, and I need to make some notes for tort law as well. I am back from the library. What I decided to do was to firstly make some more notes for criminal law, and then I decided to just go over my notes that I've made for the tort law supervision that I've got coming up. So I just read through it and just made sure that I had everything that I needed. There was just a couple of things that I needed to add that I hadn't included, and I also checked the questions as well to make sure that I had answered them. I'll probably check them again before the supervision, just to make sure that I've got everything. So I'll probably be going to bed now. Good morning everyone, and it is now Tuesday. I'm heading over to the Cedric site now for my 2 lectures. One for civil law, with the law at the time of the Romans, and then one for criminal law, which should be good, and then I'll come back and get on with some work. I would have had a tort supervision today at Jesus College in the afternoon, but that has been rescheduled for tomorrow, so which means obviously this afternoon I can just get on with some more work, including of course preparing for that supervision and the civil law supervision that is on Thursday. So I've just had my lectures for today. The civil law lecture continued on with the law of delict, and the criminal lecture finished off on participation of crime, which means we only have one set of lectures left for criminal law, and that's on property offences. Lectures are now coming to an end. Obviously mean the term is coming to an end as well. It is a lovely day once more, so I'll probably do something similar to what I did yesterday, in that I'll probably have to go to the buttery first to charge up my laptop, and then head outside and do some work in the lovely sun. So I did decide to work outside. It was again good weather. I focused on I did some criminal law notes whilst I was in the buttery, and then when I did go outside I'd focused on constitutional law in particular, and then had dinner. I've just come back from dinner with my friends, which was delicious, and now I'll be heading over to the library to get on with some more work. There's a few things I would like to get done by the end of today. One other thing that did come is this cookbook. So I ordered this from Amazon. It was particularly after I had Henry teach me a little bit how to cook. He was using this book, and so I thought that I would get it as well. So yeah, like I said, my plan is to just get on with some more work in the library, and then obviously come back and then go to bed. So it is just after 12 now. Whilst I was in the library, I was able to do a few things. One of the things I was able to do was to look at the questions that were set for the civil law supervision on Thursday, and just made sure I had some detailed answers for that. I also continued making notes for criminal law and for tort law as well. So quite a productive day. It's been again a lovely day towards the weather, and like I said, I've managed to get a few things done today, and the work does continue on tomorrow, and I have got that tort law supervision tomorrow, and I've got my final workshop for legal skills and methodology. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I've got my tort supervision later on today. That'll be at Jesus College. Beforehand, I need to, first of all, I'm going to have something to eat for breakfast, and then go to the library and get on with some other bits of work, obviously including preparing for the tort supervision. Whilst I was in the library, I just looked over my supervision notes and made sure I had answered all the questions for the tort supervision, and I also made some notes for criminal law, and so I'll look ahead to the constitutional supervision that I've got next week. I'm heading over to Jesus College now for my tort supervision. This one's on trespass to the land, nuisance and Rhymes v Fletcher, so that should be good. So I've just had my supervision for tort law. We focused mainly on nuisance, so looking at the key aspects of it and looking at the key cases connected to that. I'm heading over to the Cedric site now. I've got my final workshop for legal skills and methodology, So we've had it was set 3 workshops. This is the last one on statutory interpretation, and that's on for about a couple of hours. So I'm heading over there now so I can just get on with some work and just make sure I'm ready for that workshop. And as you saw there, I was a little bit curious, so I did have a look in the Jesus College chapel, and it is lovely in there. And as you might have heard, being played, the organ was being played, and that was a nice little touch as well. First of all, the workshop was actually 4 o'clock, not 4:30, but don't worry, I did get there on time. It did finish early, so I thought it was going to be for 2 hours, but actually finished half an hour early, which was quite good, and it was quite interesting. So we did look at statutory interpretation and some of the key ideas and the key rules, which was quite good, and that's those workshops done. I'm heading back to college now. Probably get some shopping in first on the way, and then get back, have something to eat, and then get on with some work in the library. I have now returned back to my room from having worked in the library. I just mainly did some note taking, such as for criminal law and for tort law. It's coming to the end of the day. It's coming to the end of another week, and that means we are coming to the end of another vlog. After this vlog, there's only 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left of this term. You heard me, 2 weeks. It is just crazy that 3/4 of the term is now over. Just 2 more vlogs of this term, which is crazy as well. But it's been a more quiet week this week compared to last week. Last week was quite busy. This week's been less busy in the sense that I haven't had other things on apart from mostly my usual supervisions, lectures, things like that. I hope you have enjoyed the vlog nonetheless. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to, if you've got any questions or anything you want to ask, leave it in the comment section below and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget also to subscribe to the channel here. And if you would like to see, if you haven't already seen my previous vlog, you can click here. And I hope to see you in the next vlog.